Up against Turbo Achilles. Oh! What's going on, guys? It's Jake. In this video, I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burs Turbo unboxing, this time of Turbo Valtryek V3. And just like in my Hades H3 unboxing, yes, this is late, but I could not find this bay anywhere, but we finally got it, boys. The bay that we've all been waiting for, at least I've been waiting for. It is Turbo Valtryek V3. Now this is a switch strike bay. It is not part of the Slingshot lineup, which I was kind of excited to see, not gonna lie. Before we move on to the unboxing, if we can get this video up to 500 likes, that would be awesome. And hit that subscribe button to join the Nook Nation so you don't miss out on awesome Beyblade videos. But the bay does look to be pretty good looking on the outside of the box, although there are a couple of things I can see straight away that do kind of bug me. But let's open up the box, and the first part that we're going to be looking at is the driver or performance tip, Evolution. Evolution is pretty much an evolution to variable that we had with Victory Valkyrie or Valtryek V2 from the original series of Beyblade Burst. And it does look to be pretty similar to the Takara Tomy version, if not almost the exact same, besides some color differences. What seems to be kind of different, though, is the rubber for the Hasbro version is a little bit more plasticky. That makes any sense? It does seem to be a harder rubber, which means it's going to wear down and awaken, I guess, a lot slower than the Takara Tomy version. Next up, we have the disc, which is Zenith. And this is where they kind of start to mess up a little bit, and they start to change it from the original one. And the main difference is, like, first off, they're almost the exact same. The color is a little bit brighter on the Hasbro one, but they're very, very close. Except they left off the white rubber pieces that the Takara Tomy one had, and I don't really see why. I don't really think it would have been too expensive for them to put it on, nor do I think it would have added too much weight or anything. It just seems like a weird thing to leave off for really no reason, because leaving off metal is kind of expensive to do, so I can see why they did it, but for the rubber, I don't really get it. But I guess it's not really that big of a deal because it is the disc after all. And then finally, guys, we have the layer itself, and once again, they almost nailed it. Everything looks pretty good. The colors are pretty spot on. The details are really nice, actually, but they left off all of the metal. If you're not gonna put metal on the outside wing parts, can you at least put metal on the inner sword parts of the layer? I don't really see that adding too much weight, and I think it would have made the bay look a little bit nicer. It would have made it a little bit heavier as well, and I think people would have really appreciated that, or at least I would have. But I mean, other than that, they did pretty well with the layer. There are some details that are missing, some stickers that they could have printed on, but it's really not that big of a deal. One thing that they did leave on the bay, which is really nice, and a lot of people thought that they were going to take it off, including me, is the burst stoppers. Yes, they did keep the burst stopper on the layer, although it does not work nearly as well as the Takara Tomy one, which honestly, it does make sense. If I'm going to be honest, I think the burst stoppers for the Chozy bays were a little strong, especially for Chozy Spriggan. It was just kind of ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen Chozy Spriggan burst. So I am fine with them kind of nerfing it a little bit. How much they nerfed it, we're just going to have to find out. We're going to have to really see how useful the burst stopper is in general. And then when putting the bay all together, it does look pretty nice, and it's a really nice switch strike bay in general, and it looks better than a lot of the other Slingshot bays that are out there. But I will say I definitely like Hades H3 a little bit more. I think they did a better job with that one than Turbo Valtryek, but you know, it still looks really nice anyways. And the slopes are also pretty strong, or at least they seem to be. But that's going to finish up the unboxing. Now it's time to move straight on to the battles, and we're just going to see how well this bay does. Alright guys, here is Turbo Valtryek V3, and it's going to be going up against some of the best turbo bays, in my opinion, that are out there. We have Turbo Achilles, Hades H3, and Turbo Spryzen. So we're just going to see how many battles Valtryek is able to win. Let's go. Oh, huge impact. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, man. But Hades just destroyed Valtryek with that hit. Yikes. Oh, come on. It might come down to stamina, which I think Hades might be able to win just because of that metal. And, wow, it's actually a tie. Tie right there. Let's move to the next round. Ooh, we have some good hits by Hades. Not good. Come on. And there it is again. There is another loss for Valtryek. Uh-oh, it is now 2-0. Oh, and there we go. Finally, there is a win for Valtryek. It is 2-1 with an over finish. All right, this could be the very final round. Oh. Some small hits right at the beginning, but it might come down to stamina here. Yeah, there we go. Valtryek just does not have the stamina that Hades has. Hades actually just really, really good, but it loses 3-1. Let's move on to the next battle. Up against Turbo Achilles. Oh! Turbo Achilles. Oh! Whoa! There is a burst finish, a huge impact. That's actually kind of crazy because Turbo Achilles is a slingshot bay. So you just think it wouldn't hit as hard, but it hits hard. And there is a burst finish, and Turbo Valtryek is losing 2-0 straight away. Oh, there we go. And Valtryek is able to return with a burst finish of its own. It is 2-2. These battles are way, way fun. This is crazy. Alright, what are we gonna see? And it's over. And it is over. Dude, the battles between Achilles and Valtryek were insane, and I kind of want to do a full video on them because that was crazy. We had burst finishes for all 3 rounds, but Turbo Achilles does take the win there. There is another loss for Turbo Valtryek. Let's move on to the final battle. Alright, going up against Turbo Spryzen. Not really making any contact there. It may come down to stamina, which is not good for Valtryek. And the winner is, yep, Turbo Spryzen takes the first round. Oh, we have some, I feel like those kits should have been way bigger. But they weren't. And already, guys, Valtryek is fading. And it's out of there. Spryzen wins another round. Oh, come on. Almost sends Spryzen out of the stadium there. But it just could not quite hit hard enough. And wow. Okay. Turbo Achilles. Turbo Valtryek actually takes that one with a survivor finish, making it 2-1. Let's see if we can get a comeback or something. Maybe. Come on. Oh, big hits on Spryzen right there. sending it to the edges of the stadium. It's now going to come down to stamina yet again. Which, oh, okay, Valtryek is going to win 2 in a row. It is now down to the final battle. It is 2-2. Oh, some minor hits there. Little scraping. Oh, and there we go. A surprise last-second burst by Valtryek. Overall, guys, it lost to Hades and to Achilles, but it was able to beat Turbo Spryzen. But man, overall, I don't really think this Bay hits hard enough, and I think that's just because it doesn't have the metal. It's able to do those ring out or over finishes sometimes, but for the most part, it really does not have the same attack that Hades does, and I think that's just because it just does not have the metal. But that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to join the Nook Nation. Once again, we're trying to hit 500 likes and 230,000 subscribers. And let me know what you guys think of Turbo Valtryek in the comments down below. I know I said that earlier, but after the battles, have your opinions changed at all? In my opinion, I still think it is pretty awesome, and I would definitely pick it up if you guys are able to spot it in your stores. Although if you see it, I'd buy it pretty quickly because I feel like these are gonna sell out pretty fast. But like this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun, and bay away.